Hello, my name is Kemi and I'm going to show you one of my own creations called a cauliflower and carrot biryani with a fig and mint chutney. And for those of you that don't know what a biryani is, it's a beautiful Indian rice dish with spices and herbs and nuts. And although this is 100% raw vegan, which means there won't be any cooked rice as it were, the flavours still come through and it's very much an Indian dish, which is one of my favourite cuisines, I have to say. So it's very simple because you're just throwing it all into the blender or the food processor, whichever machine you have at hand. So we're going to start with 2 cups of chopped carrots, just so the machine doesn't need to work too hard. And the same with chopped cauliflower, 2 cups. Oops, we've got a jumping bit there. And now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of chopped garlic and 1 teaspoon of grated fresh ginger. To that we're going to add half a cup of desiccated coconut, which some of you may know as shredded coconut, so it's the dried coconut, and that goes in as well. We're also going to add half a teaspoon of sea salt. And now here come the spices. We have 1 teaspoon of cumin. It smells so good. 1 teaspoon of turmeric, which is going to give it that beautiful golden colour. 1/4 of a teaspoon of chilli, which is dried, but you could use fresh, and you could also add more depending on how much spice you like. And last but not least, my favourite, cinnamon. So in that goes. Replace the lid. And when you're blending, you don't want to have it like puree, you want to have it maybe the consistency of crunchy peanut butter. And here we have the biryani after it's been in the blender for a little while, and it's a very nice mince. And now we're just going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and a good handful of freshly chopped coriander. And we're just going to mix this in, just so that you really get the flavour of the spices with the olive oil. The olive oil somehow helps the spices to permeate the rest of the dish. So we're just going to mix it in there. And we're going to put this aside while I make the fig and mint chutney. I'm using a smaller blender now because there's less ingredients, so I just want to make sure that it catches on the blades. And all we need for the chutney, it's very simple, is I've soaked some figs, 6 figs, in soaking water, and we're going to place the figs and the soaking water into the blender. Obviously I've cut the stalks off already. We're going to put a handful of freshly chopped mint. It's only 3 ingredients in this chutney, and I'm really inspired by the wonderful Indian dishes that have these spices and then add something fruity, whether it's dried fruit or a chutney. And here we go, and we're just going to blend this until it's nice and smooth. And here is the finished fig and mint chutney. I have to have a taste. It's very good if I do say so myself. And just to remind you of the 3 ingredients. So we have the 6 figs with the soaked water, the handful of chopped fresh mint, and just 1 tablespoon of lime juice. So now we're going to put the chutney in the middle of the biryani. And we just have the garnish. Raw cashews. So sprinkling the raw cashews just around the chutney. And now I have to have a taste again, don't I? Indian cuisine, I love it. So remember to vote for me. Go to www.hotrawchef.com. Vote for me now. That's www.hotrawchef.com to cast your People's Choice vote for me, Kemi. Happy eating.